जी आऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। कल वाला सबक सुनाए।
Certainly those who believe and who are Jews and Christians and star worshippers and who believe in Allah and the Day of Last and they do
good deeds.
So from them is rewarding thereof, and not they will fear and when
जी start again from the beginning.
certainly those
They believed and who they are Jews
and Christians and star worshippers and who they believe in Allah and the Day of Last
did good deeds.
deeds.
So for them
is rewarding thereof, and not they will
no fear upon them.
and not they will grieve.
And when we took your strong promise and we raised above you, take that we gave you with strength, and remember that is in it perhaps you fear. Then you turned away from after that. So if not grace of Allah upon you and His mercy, certainly you were from the losers. A family from Banu Israel, they were living on seashore. What is seashore? On bank of a river. And their livelihood was coming from fishing. They fish. And it was forbidden for them to fish on Saturday, because Saturday was sacred day as the Fridays for Muslims. They were not allowed to do any business on Saturday. Allah Almighty take a test from them, and on Saturday a lot of fish does appear on the surface of the water. They kept control on them, but they could not control for a long time. They made a plan to fish on Saturday with the deception. They made some tunnels from river to wells, and they were opening the tunnel on night before Saturday. The Saturday the fish, they go to the well through the tunnel, and they were not able to go back to the river, and they were fishing on Sunday. The Prophet of the time told them that it's wrong. You are disobeying Allah the Almighty, and you are cheating and deceiving Allah the Almighty. But they kept on. Allah Almighty turned them into monkeys, and they were 70,000 in number. They cried for 3 days instead of monkeys, and after third day, all of them were died. So the monkeys of nowadays, they are not from the descendants of those monkeys. All of them, they were destroyed after 3 days. This is mentioned in the next ayat. Did you understand what did I tell you? Yeah. Okay. So, alimtum, ayyul fail wa yusiga. Alimtum, which number is it?
6.
No 6, no 7. 4. Do from alima and count.
Alima, alima, alimu, alimat, alimta,
Alim looks not good laughing during class while we are reading the Holy Quran. Be serious and respectful. Again, alima, alima, alimu, alimat, alimata, alimna, alimta. So number 9. Jam'un hadir, you knew. I'tadaw, failun musbatum madim maruf, jam'un muzakkarun ghaib. Number 3. They crossed limits. Sab this Saturday. Kulna, which number? 14. We said. To them, Kunu, which number? 9. B. Kiradatan, monkeys, and Khasi'in, rejected one, not a good one, very bad in features. And certainly you knew who. They crossed limits from you in the Saturday. So we said to them, be monkeys, rejected one. Tarjimna. You knew who they crossed limits from you on Saturday. So we said to them, be monkeys, rejected one. They crossed limits. What does mean it? They crossed limits. Mean they denied or they disobeyed disrespectfully. It means crossing of limits. A crosser of limit is a person who is disobedient plus arrogant. Again, and certainly you knew who. They crossed limits among you on the Saturday. So we said to them, be monkeys, rejected one. Ja'alna, which number? 14. We made. Nakalan, a lesson. Li, for ma, that, baina, between, yadaiha, their hands. Between their hands mean in front of. This is between the hands. Do you understand me? Between the hands mean in front of. The people who were coming after. Wama khalfaha, and behind them. Wa maw'izatan, and an advice for the God-fearing. How they were made a lesson for the people? How is the lesson? Can't take a lesson. It means the people who disobey Allah the Almighty, they will be punished in this world and world hereafter. This is a lesson. So from this story we learn to obey Allah the Almighty, not to disobey Allah the Almighty. And no one can cheat and deceive Allah the Almighty because He knows everything. So we must be obedient to Allah the Almighty if we need blessings and favors of Allah the Almighty. If we will disobey, we will be destroyed in this world and world hereafter. This is a lesson. So we made them a lesson for that is in front of them and that is behind them, and advice for the God-fearing. So we made them a lesson for that is between their hands and that is behind them, and advice for the God-fearing. Both ayats. And certainly you knew who they crossed limits among you in the Saturday. So we said to them, be monkey, rejected one. So we said to them, we made them a lesson for that is in front of them and that is behind them, and advice for the God-fearing. And in the next half raku is story. Based on the story, the name of the chapter is Surah Al-Baqarah, the chapter Cow. There was a friend of Allah the Almighty and he has one son, and it was in his early age. The death came to him and he has nothing except a cow. And there was no one who can look after the cow for his boy after his death. So he left the cow in the jungle and prayed to Allah the Almighty, "Oh my Lord, please protect this cow for my son," because he was too young. But he has his mother. When he became young, he brought the cow to the market to sell it. Two men came to purchase cow from him, and they offer a very big price with the condition that just you have to sell it now. But the son said, no, I have to consult with my mother before having final purchase and selling. They said, no, you don't go to your mother, we are giving you double price of it. He said, no, I can't give you without consulting my mother. They said, we are giving you 4 times. He said, no, I will go to my mother and I will seek her permission. Then they said, we are not human, we are angels sent by Allah the Almighty. Don't sell your cow. The Banu Israel will need this cow, and then you ask them any price. So then what happened in Banu Israel, there was a person, he killed his cousin. And the cousin was the only son of his parents, just to take his possession, his warasat, his inheritance. Cousin killed himself, his cousin, and came to Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam and told him, O Prophet of Allah, someone has killed my cousin, so please find out who is killer of my cousin. And he was himself. The Prophet of Allah told them, take a cow, slaughter it, cut its tongue, and place the tongue on dead body. The dead body will become alive and it will tell by himself who killed him. They thought that it will be a special cow. They asked, what is color of the cow? It was told it is They were told that it is yellow color, golden color. Again they said, what is the age of the cow? It was said to them, it is not young, not very old, it is medium cow. They were making question again and again and again and again. And finally, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam said to them, just slaughter the cow that I've told you. And they were in search of the cow according to all signs that were given to them by Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. And they were filling on the cow of the orphan that was stopped to sell the cow. Now the angels came to him and they said, ask them the price that you slaughter the cow and fill the leather of the cow with gold. This is price of my cow. But they were agreed. Did you understand me? So they purchased the cow from him and they take out his skin and filled it with gold and handed over to the orphan. And this was a gift to the orphan because his father was friend of Allah the Almighty. And the son was very obedient to his mother. So based on this story, this chapter is called chapter Al-Cow, chapter the cow. Al-Baqarah means the cow. Not all of this detail in the Holy Quran, the detail is from Tafasir. Tafasir means explanation of the Holy Quran. All of the books on this side, they are Tafasir of the Holy Quran. So inshallah from tomorrow, we will start the story of cow. The chapter was named on the basis of this story. I am giving you just one ayat of it. وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ And when said Musa to his people, certainly Allah, He orders you to slaughter a cow. They said, do you take us a laughing stock? He said, I seek protection of Allah that I be from the ignorance. They thought Musa alayhi salam is joking them because they can't believe that a dead cow can make a person to be alive and to talk. But Hazrat Musa alayhi salam said, I am not joker. The joker person is ignorant and Prophet is never ignorant. Do the last ayat. Said Musa to his people, certainly Allah, He orders you that you slaughter a cow. They said, do you take us a laughing stock? He said, I seek protection of Allah that I will become from the ignorance. From first ayat. And certainly you knew who they crossed. They crossed limits from you in the Saturday, so we said to them, be monkeys, rejected one. So we made them a lesson, for that is in front of them and that is behind them, and an advice for the God-fearing Jahana.
Where should I put the tea bag?
टी बैग उस बिन में डालो ना मेरी बेटी, इससे स्क्वीज करो इससे। हाँ, बिन उधर से नजर आ रहा है आपको? जी। And when said Musa to his people, certainly Allah, He orders you that you slaughter a cow. They said, do you take us a laughing stock? He said, I seek protection of Allah that I will become from the ignorance.